Okay, who's God? Who's God? First guy. Who's God?
White beard.
White beard. Speaks
English.
English. Lives
In the
in the sky. Clouds in the sky. Sits in a throne. Where? Up there. In heaven. Up in the sky. Right.
White
Sash.
robe and sandals.
Yeah. Sash, no sash. Depends on the day. Okay? A lot of people, most people grow up with this idea. And as adults, they may think that they've moved on, but they actually still really do believe this one. People don't move on from that one. Okay. This is the old man and the sky one. Not limited at all, is it? Just a little bit. Okay. Who's God? An idea. He's love. He's truth. He's compassion. He's everything. Except for the things I don't like. That's how most people do it. God's good. He wouldn't do that. Limiting? Yeah, limiting. God's everything except. God's all but. Still an idea. An idea and limiting. Who's God?
Bliss.
Bliss. As an experience of bliss. Ah, bliss. It's great. We've moved on. We've let these two go. We now have bliss. Limiting. Why?
Still experience in our experience.
Still an out experience and still has other. God is other. And I still exist. Better. A lot of people don't want to go beyond this one. But then what do we have to do? At some point we have to say, oh, right, I am the experiencer of the bliss. So we have to go to, who is God? I am. And every tradition gets to this point of I am. And we go, oh, right, I am. Not from a limited, but all the way back. So I is the unmanifested, and am is the manifestation. In the Kashmir Shaivism, it's Shiva and Shakti. Prakasha, the light, and Vimarsha, the consciousness. Burning bush, Moses, I am. You keep looking at that, it's all I am. It's still, it's manifestation still. Then what? Who is God? I. Pure. But no seed. No seed, no anything, just pure. Everything at all times, all places, all powerful. Is there any dichotomy at that point? No. No dichotomy. So there's no other. So it's just shus. Pure shusness. We still have conscious here. This is all. Any limitation? No. All powerful, all knowing, all. And yet, how many people want to get on board with him? With God? Very few. Isn't that interesting? All powerful, knows everything, handles everything. All. Sees everything, is everything, and yet we want to keep our own individuality. In order to know God, what do we have to do?
We have to give up those things, the things that we're attached to. We have to give up our individuality.
We have to give up our individuality. Is there a tradition that says that we should keep our individuality? Christianity, Judaism, Islam, Hindu, Buddhist. Anyone? What are we supposed to? So then do we end up being just blobs? That's what most people are afraid of. What will happen?
You become an instrument.
That's exactly right. You become an instrument. So who is the doer? God. God is the doer. Clear? Yeah.
Even when we're doing the wrong thing.
What?
Wrong thing. Even when we're doing the wrong thing, God is the doer.
It becomes that twisted. It's twisted. When we're doing the wrong thing, if we're a pure instrument, then it wouldn't be the wrong thing, even though somebody might say it's the wrong thing. But if we are still identified as an individual, then that wrong thing might be an instrument, but we're not really clear about it.
That's right. So, because it's all God.
Absolutely.
So, but the more we polish that mirror, the more we are aware of what we're a part of.
Exactly. So that then our action becomes that expression of love, and it's not that Dante's twisted love. So absolutely, we have to be. This is where Kashmir Shaivism gets to be a difficult teaching, because people, it's all God. So it's all God. So I was obnoxious and I was mean and I did this and I did that, but it's all God. And what we forget is the people then yelling at us, telling us things that we were wrong, doing all that, are also then God. It's either all God.
That's right. Very good.
Yeah. It's all God. That means it's all God. Or I'm still not there yet and I have to. So a lot of people say it's all God, but they're actually not living it. If it was my dharma to do something, quote, that looked inappropriate, then going forth, and it was okay, I would be non-attached to the results.
That's the test.
Yes, that's the test. So, in a way, if we look at, it comes up as Christ with there was some gathering, and his disciples said, you know, they're really mad at you. Don't go to this. You know, all right, I'll stay back. And then he shows up. He showed up. What the heck? Why did he do that? He showed up. They were all mad at him. And he still showed up. And I think that's the place where he does the out of the mouth comes everything. It's from the heart. It's not what goes in, it's what goes out. So he was totally inappropriate. He kept on doing more and more inappropriate things. Were they inappropriate? To whom? And did he accept what he was finally? He fought. He said, do I really have to do this? And God said, yes. And all right. So he accepted. He surrendered completely. So lots of times people are going to be, if they're an instrument, if they're going to be a prophet of some sort, people are not going to be happy. But they have to do it anyways. And they're willing to receive what comes. Okay? Clear?